What's up, everybody? I'm comedian Michael Halcomb, and this is part 2 of my conversation with comedian T Link. He's going to bring some jokes. We're going to make up some jokes on the spot. Stick around.
It's all messed up, yeah. Everything's messed up. We're going from this mess up to the next setup. Everything seems so messed up, but it's just our setup.
Everybody, this is the Messed Up to Setups podcast. I'm comedian Michael Halcomb, and back with me, comedian Travis Lincoln, also known as T Link. Travis, good to have you back, man.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been fun. Part 1 was fun. So in part 2, what I have comedians do is bring a premise. You can bring something that you're working on or something that you've already done. If you've already done it, and tell us a story behind it. We can try to punch up whatever you're doing. But the one rule is that this has happened before on the podcast. Somebody has brought a joke like that, and then when we went to try to workshop it or punch it up or whatever, they got really defensive. So
Oh wow.
my own theory is a joke is never really finished, right?
No, no.
Always can be worked on. So yeah, man, give us a premise or a joke or whatever you got, man. Start us off.
So I've been doing this joke about my girlfriend's dog.
All right.
I absolutely hate my girlfriend's dog, and it might be the major benefactor as to why we're not married. Because the dog has basically made me into a dog racist because I generally love dogs, but this specific type of dog has haunted me all my life. Chihuahuas. I don't know what it is about these dogs that I don't like, but I don't like any of them. Any one of them I've ever met, I've not liked them, and they've always left an indelible mark on my heart in a bad way. And it makes me feel like if I like all these other dogs, that I don't like that dog, I think that I might be a dog racist. So the two things that I have right now that I have was one is that the dog does things to get on my nerves, like
Right.
it pees on my clothes and it chews on my sneakers. So I do things to get on its nerves. I walk around the house with Michael Vick jerseys on.
That's good.
So when I found out that it was chewing on my sneakers, this is when I knew I was a dog racist, because I immediately went to Lowe's and I bought a gate to stop it from coming into my room. And I was like, oh my God, I just built a wall, keeping all the Mexican dogs out. He's going to pay for it. He's going to pay for it. So it's kind of what I got right now. I've been kind of workshopping it. So far, it's been pretty good. I got a few applause breaks on the Trump impression, so that worked. But yeah, I'm trying to expand it even more. Came up with, and these things, I try to utilize as much true stuff as possible. I don't like to share. I hate sharing. But I've been trying to get rid of the dog. So I don't want to share nothing with the dog. Hate it. I don't even want to, if I'm eating something, my girlfriend just throws something down and gives it to him. I don't want to give him anything. But I think the lack of me sharing has actually saved his life. Right. So one day I was eating grapes. I knew my girlfriend loves grapes, but I don't really want to share with her because I don't want to share with anybody. Right. So, but I was like, okay, let me just go take some in the room. So I take them in the room. Me and, she and I are eating the grapes. And then she's like, oh my God, did you drop a grape on the ground by chance? I was like, no, why would I do that? She was like, because if the dog eats it, it could die. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, all this time, I could have just given it a grape. The dog could be gone. So I've been kind of workshopping that one. It depending on the crowd that I get, either it's funny or I'm trying to kill a dog. So it's and I'm like in between. Like, yeah, I don't want it to die, but I don't want it here either. So yeah,
it comes from a true story, right?
It comes from a true story.
Your girlfriend's dog is. I love the idea. I love the two things there. One, that it's made you a dog racist. and two, that it's keeping you guys, it might be the thing that's keeping you from marriage. I think, dude, those are both brilliant ideas, and super, the keeping you from marriage, super relatable, but the dog racist angle, dude, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Um, yeah, dog racist. I love the Trump impression. You said you do other impressions as well?
Yeah, I do Barack, just a little, and a few others as well. Um, Come on, man, why'd you got to slap me? Come on, Will,
Good.
do
I
that.
love that, dude. That's great.
Oh yeah, yeah, I love Chris. You know, I used to be able to do Chappelle, but I guess I hadn't practiced it enough to do it like on the spot, like I really want to. I do Bernie Mac, typical things that definitely like I used to do a Morgan Freeman too.
Oh
Four
yeah.
score and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth to this nation a new continent. I was there when Lincoln wrote that. you know, so,
That's good stuff, man. Do you think I've noticed that like singers
mhm.
have seem to have an easier time doing impressions. Do you think that's helped you in that, or it's just something totally
Yes.
unrelated?
I guess you could say that because I actually was doing impressions since I was a kid. This is what's funny. Like I had one teacher that noticed that when I was done with my work, I would disrupt the class, and so she would designate 5 minutes of my day at the end of class every day for me to do my impressions.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, her name is Miss Davies, and we still communicate on Facebook all the time. She's followed me in my endeavors in comedy, and she was the one teacher that noticed that I just needed that
Wow.
time to get that out of my system, and she gave me a platform at 8, 9, 10 years old, and so I would always do the same impressions. I would always do Stevie Wonder, I'd imitate Ebony and Ivory, and I do my Gomer Pyle impression. I can't really do it now because my voice has changed so much. But then I do Popeye, I would do that when I was younger. And the class would laugh every single time, even though I did it every single day and did the same thing. So yeah, she would give me time at the end of the class and let me rip, man.
That's
Um,
incredible for that a teacher, an elementary school teacher, noticed that and like capitalized on it, like to her advantage and yours. It was like a
mhm.
win-win.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. I give her all the credit in the world for even doing that. And so I actually didn't tell people I could sing for a long time. Like I probably sung my first solo when I was about 13, maybe. And that's when, I was in chorus and everything, but I just stuck in the background, didn't really do anything. And then one of my teachers, we were doing something and we were singing a song called Who Put the Bomb, Put the Bop, Shabop, Shabop, Who Put the Wang in the Women, Ding Dong. And at the end of every time ever we would finish it, I would just be like, oh yeah. They did this little dumb part or whatever. And then she made me get up in chorus and like she's like, "You're doing that at our concert." And I was like, "I am not doing that at our concert." Cause I would literally pass out in front of all these people. And she was like, "No, you're doing it." And she made me do it, and that was the first time that I had ever felt some level of anxiety before I ever got on stage, and but then I also after I received the applause for that 2 seconds that I did that, was also the most fulfilling thing that I had ever felt
right,
at all, and so
right.
then from that point on, I started singing. I started actually letting people know that I could sing, and, it kinda went on from there, man. Started
Wow,
singing in church more and, from there, taught myself how to play the keyboard and, kinda
wow.
went from there.
So the Chihuahua thing, dude. Thinking of some other just potential angles, they may be trash, they may not, like, when you see a Chihuahua, when I see a Chihuahua in the street, I cross to the other side. uh,
Yeah. Yeah. And I literally do that. When I see I turn away. I turn away. Let me tell you, this is what's also crazy. Our neighbors across the street, their children, they're grown-ups, but they have a Chihuahua as well.
Okay.
And that Chihuahua hates my guts. I swear to God. It does not it barks all the time, but it barks specifically heavy at me. And they don't keep it on a leash. So one day, that Chihuahua ran from across the yard
Got your
while I'm
ankle.
just in my yard. Yeah, ran across the street and a car hit it. Like it ran under yes. Like the car it ran under the car. All you heard was a "Phew." I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, "That dog hate me so much. He hates me so much that it was willing to die in the process." And then I realized, like, the car stopped, everybody got out, and then the Chihuahua gets from under the car. He didn't die. He gets from under the car and
Whoa.
came at me again. I was like, "Listen, they can't even die. They just want me
Uh,
so bad. Whatever it is, they hate me,
wow.
and I
Dude,
hate them."
you
So,
tell that part of the story. That's great. Oh my
yeah, I haven't made that part into a bit yet. I'm still trying to get to know my neighbors. But yeah, that dog didn't even die. It got hit by a car, went under the car. And you would think that living would have been its number one priority. No, it was waiting until it had the opportune moment to still come at me.
great.
And I swear I can't like a Chihuahua after that. Because if you got that much relentlessness to hate me, then I think I should hate a Mexican dog.
Oh, dude, yes, it comes for your right for your ankles after it comes out from under the car, dude. Um,
Unbelievable. True
dog
story.
profiling, that might be another,
That's a good angle. That's a good angle. It's like,
um,
yeah, I like dogs until I hear it. I gotta hear it bark first. And like,
yeah, there you go.
"Huh, no, I said no, no."
Accents.
Yeah, I can hear the accent. No, that is definitely a Mexican dog.
Great. It's like, dude, Chihuahuas too, dude. It's like, they shake like they're cold, right? It's like
Yeah,
75, 80 out, and they're like,
yeah, they got ticks in the whole 9 yard. Like, I think the dog has, Tourette's or something. I don't.
yeah, it's like, I know one dog doesn't represent the whole breed, but this one does, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
This
funny, dude.
one this one, yeah, and this is a crazy part. So she had the dog before she met me. So technically, I'm the rescue. Like, like, to him, I'm the rescue. Like, why did you bring this man into my home?
Ah, yeah, that's a good flipped angle, dude, where he's just treating you like you're the one from the pound or the animal
Yeah.
shelter.
Why'd you
Yeah,
bring
that's
him
cool.
home?
Oh, great. Um, yeah, have you told that joke in front of your girlfriend? She heard the joke
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, she hates it. Yeah, she hates She actually, the crazy part about it, she actually added a tag that I keep forgetting to use. Like, so I snore and the dog snores, right? She
Oh,
was
there.
like, she was like, you need a CPAP machine and he needs a CPUP machine. And I was like,
Oh, nice.
that is
That's a good one.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
I
one.
said, "That's a good tag, babe." Like, yeah, I mean, now she thinks she's a comedian. I was like, "Stop, one good tag, it's not a comedian." But yeah, she added that tag, and sometimes I remember to do it, and sometimes I don't remember to do it. But like, it's still a bit that I'm kind of working on, so I don't perform it as often as I probably should. Um, but since it's been getting the rotation with the Trump stuff, that part makes me remember to say it. But I always forget the other tags and really want it to be like a 5-minute bit if I can make it. Right now it's just that probably minute mark. Trying to
It's
add some things onto it.
interesting. It's interesting how the life of a joke grows into a short bit and then, a longer bit like that. It's so fascinating.
Yeah.
Eventually, obviously, you can do that bit about the dog getting hit and then resurrecting right there on the
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's a good term, resurrecting it. Yeah, that's resurrecting is good.
I think too with the the you're the rescue angle, I like think about all the like things like most people like we don't let our dog sit on the couch. Like we got a
Mm.
little like a little pillow that it sits on at the foot of the couch, and it's, like, funny that, like, if you come in the room, the dog doesn't let you sit on the couch.
No,
Um,
and listen, it literally it stands at the gate at night, and the gate that separates him from coming in our room, we have to sleep with the door open because 'cause it'll bark all night, but it needs to see my girlfriend in order for it to not do anything. But if I start talking to her, oh, it's on. He starts barking. Like, he's literally trying to get that attention, but he sits there at that gate, and he just looks at me the whole time and looks at her and wait for her he waits for her to respond or say anything, but if he knows that she's sleeping, he'll sleep.
oh, man.
It
Yeah.
is a awkward juxtaposition of roles where I'm almost positive that they slept together. Like, there's something to that.
You're
Something
like,
happened between them, you know.
"Yeah, bro, you're on a permanent trial period, dude."
Yeah, it's been about 3 years now, and he's not liking it at all. Like,
You
I'm
did
not going anywhere, he's not going anywhere, we're not working it out.
right,
But, I actually now you're bringing up stories, so now this stuff is, like, is piling on, like, I'm adding to it. So, like, I do all the things for the dog. Like, I take it walking, I feed it, I do all the things with the dog. And
exactly.
so yeah, so the other day I walked it and then I had him in the yard. I was just sitting on the porch. He wanted to play. So he comes up, and he does this thing when he wants you to play with him, he just rolls on his back. So now he has his belly exposed in the air. And my girlfriend was like, he wants you to rub his belly. I was like, I'm not rubbing his belly. She was like, rub his belly. He really loves you. Rub his belly. I was like, all right, fine. I rub his belly, and then he pokes out his pecker and it touches my hand. I was like, see, this is why I don't like this dog. Like, he knows what he's doing. And then he pees a little bit. So I'm just like, so now I'm over and rubbing R. Kelly's belly and he starts peeing. It's like, this is not this. I've never been sexually assaulted by a dog before in my life, but
Oh,
this
dude,
is this is definitely it. But
he's like Bart Kelly, man.
oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Bart Kelly. Hey, I gotta put that in there. Like, that was
that's
very
great.
traumatizing.
That's good too. Dude, all that stuff. Yeah, it's just layers and layers. Like I love like, that, another he doesn't let you sit on the couch or like, a lot of people fight, can the dog sleep in the bed? And in this case,
Mm,
like you get the edge, like,
yeah.
you get the edge of the bed. Another like, he yeah, I find this fascinating trying to get into the dog's mind as he's viewing you as a rescue. That's a very cool angle.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, 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 that's something yeah.
and he
Yeah.
like views you as your girlfriend's pet.
Possibly, because he was definitely there first, and then, of course, she has a son as well, so her son spoils the dog all week, like, he's in college, so when he comes home, this dog is, like, elated to see him because he's getting the love and affection from him that he used to get from his mother, so now he's just like it's kinda like, "I'll leave you to her for a week, but once Dion goes back, 'Oh, we're back, I'm coming back, I'm coming back.'" And
Dude,
then it's back, you know?
that's great because, like, and you could, like, totally play with the jealousy factor there, like, this dude's gone all the time, like, doesn't take him for walks, I feed
Yeah,
him, water him, clean up
he lets
after
him
him.
use the bathroom in his bedroom. He lets him do whatever he wants. He pisses on his towels, and he's a teenager, so he uses the same towel. And, like, he lets him do whatever he wants to do, and he does none of the responsibilities. He not none of the responsibility stuff. Like, he does not feed him. He doesn't take him on for a walk unless we ask him to. Like, and
Yep.
then he just gets to love on the dog for a whole weekend, let him go crazy. The dog watches him play, video games all weekend long, and then we take him back, and then he goes and he starts panicking. And the dog just starts back, "Okay, it's time for me to ruin your life now because
Dude, you're not
Dion's gone."
even you're not even the rescue, bro. You're the foster that didn't work out. That's what you
I think I am keeping him from marrying my girlfriend. That's
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, that's great. I love it, and, You got the hit by the car angle to attach to that, and then
Yeah.
the son coming home to attach to that, the rubbing his belly and all that. Dude, I think you got a 5-minute bit there.
Yeah, yeah, I just gotta piece it together, but yeah, just the back and forth kinda, kinda got me thinking a lot more. Because a lot of times, like, when I write, I'm
Yeah,
thinking of a singular thing, and I'm not
right.
really exploring it the way that I would normally explore with another comedian, so yeah, that was good. The back and forth actually helped me shape some situations that I wasn't really putting in perspective.
Right on, man. That's why I love doing this. Like,
Yeah, it was great,
always
great.
valuable, dude. Super fun to do this stuff. Let's make up some jokes on the spot, man. You want to give that a
Okay,
go?
cool.
Let me
Cool,
pull this
cool.
up. So for everybody watching, if you go to michaelhalcom.live, I got some stuff on there. It's a daily blog, so there's all kinds of free crap on there you can get every day, including this podcast. But if you go under the social tab, down near the bottom, you'll see 3 links for the Joke Writers Lab. One's an online joke writing course I do on Udemy. Another one is a Facebook group, but it's the bottom one, the third one. It's joke writing exercises. And if you click that, a new page will open, and it has like what 15 buttons here. And if you click them, they're joke writing exercises that I've coded. So they're pretty fun, man. So like jokes from headlines, jokes from cliches, roasting, jokes from lists, rhetorical devices, logic structures. I like finish the setup, all kinds of things going on here. So we'll just do the headline one. What this does, this dynamic news prompt generator, if you click the button, it literally pulls news headlines from news sources around the world today. So these are like live headlines from today. And the idea is we click the prompt button and it gives us a headline, and we got to try to just make jokes on whatever it gives us. So, for example, here's one. It says U.S. Mint presses final penny after more than 200 years. Some of these are really
Mm.
challenging to come up with jokes on the spot, but U.S. Mint presses final penny after more than 200 years. And I don't know if you got anything on that, but if you do, you can riff on it. Um, that's a tough one. Presses
Yeah, that's a
final.
tough one. Let's see,
uh,
I mean, they're literally down to its last cent, last cent.
exactly. This reminds me of my childhood home, down to the final penny.
Yeah,
Um,
and
yes. U.S. Mint presses final penny after more than 200 years. Yeah, I love that phrase, final penny.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
final.
yeah, but the crazy thing about it, it's copper, so I'm sure Method is trying to figure some stuff out.
Yes. All right, here we go. Well, this is kind of maybe up your alley. I don't know if we should do this one. Massachusetts offered a solution to housing shortages. Is it
Oh,
work?
yeah, like house people.
So obvious.
Like, yeah, yeah, people complicate it. I mean, they're like, "You know what the cure to homelessness is? Homes."
Yeah. Boom, you killed that one, dude. Um, is Europe sliding closer to conflict with Russia? Is Europe
Sliding is definitely an overstatement
Yeah,
because who slides in Russia, first of all?
yes.
Uh,
Sliding closer, we're like sliding under the covers with Russia. Um,
yeah, like Putin doesn't allow sliding. I mean, and have you seen their hockey team? There's no sliding in that.
there, there is
Uh,
no sliding. Epstein bantered regularly with Larry Summers. I have no idea who Larry Summers is.
Larry Summers, isn't he a comedian?
I don't know.
Or
Name.
is he a politician?
I don't know. None sure.
Um, but but bantering for Epstein, uh, it sounds sick.
That sounds sick.
Yeah,
Um, Note to
yeah,
self: not get that from the non-existent Epstein files. Um,
definitely, definitely did not. They're releasing files every little things every day. The Democrats released something today about Trump, or Epstein finding out that Trump had spent, or a victim of Trump had spent numerous hours talking to Epstein about Trump, and he
oh,
warned, yeah, he warned his girlfriend about Trump. Yeah, and then the Republicans released something later this afternoon, so I'm assuming that it had something to do with the Democrats. So they're literally, like, going back and forth with each
So
other about who's the freakiest when they all are freaky.
this whole thing about there is no Epstein, I mean, we all know that's a sham.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
we all know that's total crap. And that was one
yeah.
of the big campaign issues. But so what they're doing then is weaponizing it bit by bit to just take shots at each other then.
Yeah, basically. I mean, knowing
Great.
that it was like, the most bipartisan thing in the last 100 years was people meeting on Epstein Island. That that
Yeah, dude. Good stuff. That's a great one, dude.
that is
Um,
by far the one thing they could agree on. Let's get the kids. Let's sleep with the kids. Even Stephen Hawkins was out there like, get the kids." It was yeah,
yeah,
it was bad.
most bipartisan. I like this one, dude. Finished the setup. What I did here was I took like thousands of jokes that comedians have done and
Mhm.
I chopped punchlines off the punches and just left the setup. And the idea
Okay.
is to see if we can come up with our own
Okay.
set. So
Cool, cool.
here's one: Jay-Z and Beyonce paid over $1 million to seal off the hospital ward where Beyonce gave birth.
Yeah, so definitely Jay-Z wanted to make sure that nobody would ever see how his kids look when they were born. Because
Uh,
if they had any of his facial features, it
yeah,
would ruin Beyonce's internet.
it's hilarious. Oh man. Yes. They I just saw something yesterday, dude, where he's been in like a 15-year court battle with
Mhm.
supposedly his son, and
Yeah,
he's rejected him, and he's saying he's not. But dude looks just like Jay-Z.
he does, and the crazy part about it is, they finally settled it, but is it really settled? The fact
Right.
that you would not take a paternity test. At what point are you proving innocence? Is it a
Right.
is there innocence or guilt? Like you had to pay him. Like I don't know. I kind of wish that my dad paid me $10 million to not identify as his son. Like I would take that over
Uh,
relationship any day. Instead I had to
uh,
deal with a alcoholic police officer,
uh,
um, yeah, whom I love, by the way. But at the same token, if it was up for $10 million, I mean, Dad is cool and everything. I mean, but you did name me Herbert, so you can. There's that. I'll take the 10 million, Alex.
shoot, 10 million, dude. Mine would have left me 10,000 in debt.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, exactly. Yeah, one thing about my dad is still alive, thank God. He's 86 years old. But the
wow.
one thing I'm not looking forward to is, when he does pass, because black people don't leave wills, they leave bills, even though Bill is a derivative of Williams.
Here's
So
a
yeah.
dude. A new study indicates that 93% of women feel their armpits are unattractive.
And 92% will agree with that. Yeah, like yeah. Yeah, like a lot of women, that's crazy because they shave their armpits, they don't like it. They grow hair, they don't like it. Like, I don't know, I'm at the point right now where I prefer that my armpits come fully furnished. Like I don't know the shaved completely armpits, that to me brings a little bit more drama than necessary. Because they're always itching, they got bumps in it. It's starting to mimic other parts of their body that's,
Gosh,
not
dude.
not cute.
Let's do one more here, dude. See what we can get. Let's see. In California, a woman took an entire week to transform her parents' home into a gingerbread house.
Wow. Wow. Like, I mean, I don't know whether this is the case or not, but she needs to check her A1C because there's no way you build an entire gingerbread house without diabetes. Like, Ozempic is definitely in the works for her. Like, I don't know how that happens without Ozempic.
What does it say? It says in California, a woman took an entire week to transform her parents' home into a gingerbread house, and uh, in 5 minutes it came crashing down. Right, those things like those
Yeah.
gingerbread houses never stick together, dude.
No, no, not at all, not at all. Like, yeah, you just start eating it. Like, why even try to keep it up? Like, like, what's the purpose? Like, those gingerbreads, I couldn't even imagine living in an environment where your house comes crashing down all the time. Like, poor gingerbread.
Dude, if she had built it in Cincinnati where I grew up, the roaches would have been there in a couple minutes.
But yeah, listen, if she had built it in, New York City, like that would even be worse. I mean,
The rats will be following a couple steps behind.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and they're spraying their. I have a joke where I talk about rats in New York where they spray their trash. They spray their trash so that the rats can't reproduce. With ba Yeah, yeah, it's a true story. Yeah, and there's a
Wow.
rat there that can't have any kids. Now he can't have any kids, so he's raising 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so yeah.
Dude, they should maybe be doing that at some middle school and high schools, man. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
They should be doing that at a community college, bro.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly.
Well, dude, this is fun, man. Thanks for again, dude, thanks for coming on and doing this. It's been a blast chatting
Yeah,
with you,
definitely.
laughing and making some jokes and editing jokes and all that, dude. Real good fun, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for
Man,
that.
thanks for having me. I appreciate you having me,
Yeah.
bro.
For everybody out there watching, listening, one more time, head over to comediantlink.com and why don't you give that pitch one more time at the end of this episode about if anybody's in Columbia area.
Yeah, if you're in Columbia area, look me up, man. We do a show the third Friday of every month called Laughs at Babylon Kino. And so, yeah, if you're in the area, man, hit me up, inbox me, or you can text the number there. Let me know you're in town, and I can see if I can get you a guest spot. If not, if it's in enough time, then send me a video and, see if we can put you on.
Well, thanks everybody for watching and listening. Head over to michaelhalcom.live, subscribe to the blog there and the podcast, and follow on socials, all the things. But we appreciate you watching, appreciate you listening. We're going to stop there and say we hope that helps.
All right.
It's all messed up, yeah. Everything's messed up. We're going from this mess up to the next setup.